NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Set to return it, here's Moore. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Flushed out right. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Murray now on 1st down. And this will be swung out here for counter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. First carry for James Conner. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. To Conner on the check down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 16, Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. Oh, the option to give to Williams here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out here with the option left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They go play action with Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 55 yards. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it, and that's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
First down, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Pushes him over.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On the option to give to Williams here.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Zaven Collins drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Moore now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start by running the option to the right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. A pitch comes to Dobbins, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, Dobbins, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's an option right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, open man is Palmer. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. That's again complete to Palmer. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Here we go. Here we go. Bang, 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 bang. 49, 49, come on. Hey, hey. Bring it. Slam.
Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
From his own end zone, Herbert into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick, and they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First down, Chargers.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, it's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Herbert on first down now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his left. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, Herbert. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. Right here. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the play.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off the option, here's Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And finally brought down at the 43.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson will keep it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at... the 38. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Jackson. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown.
2 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the 3rd quarter. Rodgers on the return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters. The NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The option to give to Williams here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 71 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Cowboys 0.
kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The give is to Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now. Touchdown! That's caught. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the option, here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson going to take this himself. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On the option to give to Williams here. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll give to Elliott. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Fourth down, Prescott. They're looking for a run, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he stopped immediately there. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Take 4, take 4.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And Prescott, his third interception.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run the option on second down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score, Ravens 17, Cowboys 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's Jackson.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Dak. He's got Elliott, and he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, Boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. Into the secondary, past the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe-Oweh. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And he makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Ready to return. Here's Hilliard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 29, Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
3rd and goal. Here's the option left. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Tucker's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. And it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Not sure if he's looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. And they ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Wilson.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
Oh, look at the juke. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man. It's Mims. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Again, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Hey, check back six. You're trash. No, let's get back there. Flat 64, weak.
Wilson. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, 4 down. Alert 86. Show it.
This is Bawden. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Croft there to make the grab. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 1st down, they go option to the right. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Dobbins. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Another tote for Carter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
A throw to the flat for Carter.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zach Wilson
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing...
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. It's a big play there for Baltimore. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? With the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Going up top. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go. Let's do this. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Play action. Now Jackson. On the move to his left.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson going to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And Time is run out now on this game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.